Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you loud and clear. You are welcome. You're absolutely welcome to Zero to Hero. I'm so glad to be hosting you here tonight. Um, Without wasting much time, we just have 1 hour for this session, so we're going to go straight into it. If you came with your writing materials, now is the time to grab them because something is about to happen right now. Share the link for this session. It's free to attend. We're not charging anything. Share the link, even if we're going to be cutting premium soap for you tonight. But share the link. Let everybody join in. All right. And let's collaborate on this. All right. So, Caleb, let me introduce Caleb for those of us who are just meeting him for the first time. Caleb Money, as he is well known as, is one of the top affiliates on Expertnia's affiliate program. And this guy, you see this guy collects WhatsApp money every single day. Every single day. This guy doesn't make money in a week. It's 700,000. In fact, should I hype you, Caleb? I can't even hype him enough because this guy is a bulldozer. That's the only word I can use to describe him. It's a bulldozer. And you know the craziest part? He has a way of replicating his results over and over again. That shows mastery. It takes somebody who has mastered something for the person to be able to get their results predictably and consistently. This gentleman is somebody I can vouch for in that department of consistency. He is 100% consistent in his results. He keeps dropping every day, he keeps dropping crazy results. Every time his last result is his worst result. In fact, I can't say enough about this gentleman. So without further ado, allow me to bring up to the stage Caleb Waneka. I would have loved to do Dorime for you, but I don't have Dorime right now. You're welcome.
Good evening, guys. So I'm so excited to be here. When Kenny told me about this Zero to Hero affiliates and all that, well, I was really excited because I love what he do with the community and all that. So I'm really, really excited to be here, right? So I know we all here, most of us are affiliates. So basically, what I'll be teaching here is actually how to up your sales skill. I know a lot of people here has been making sales because you can't be on that thing and you're not making sales, right? But then let me just come and give my one or two. We are not going to take too much time because I'm not really even feeling that much myself. So it's small they have been done with health. So right now we are going to be talking on WhatsApp marketing, right? I know a lot of people have heard of WhatsApp marketing before. Well, WhatsApp, it depends on how what you believe on WhatsApp. For me, I believe very well much on WhatsApp because WhatsApp is one of the apps that will make you so much money. I'm not just talking about based on the theory aspect of it. I've experimented a lot of WhatsApp and I've been doing WhatsApp marketing since, let's say, it's been long. I started doing WhatsApp marketing since 2019, but I've just been like doing small stuff on WhatsApp marketing. So let me say last year, end of last year was when I started doing big stuff on WhatsApp marketing, which was when I started selling expatriate products. Now, talking about WhatsApp, let me tell you the stuff about WhatsApp. Most time people tend to compare WhatsApp marketing to email marketing. Now, they both have their pros and cons, right? The pros of WhatsApp marketing is that if you're a new internet marketer and you're starting out, if you want to go into email marketing, it's going to give you a hard time because first of all, you need to master the skill of copywriting very well. You can't sell with email marketing without knowing how to write copies, like good email copies. No one is even going to talk to you. No one is going to respond to you. In fact, your subscribers not even open your email, talk of written it. And that is just it. So for you to conquer with email marketing, you need some special skills. But that is not so on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, you just have to need basic skills to do the WhatsApp marketing stuff, right? All you just need to do is know how to drive traffic, then know how to position yourself on your status, and you're going to be making so much sales. Now, personally, for me, when I started on this partner, the first stuff I did was to start with email marketing, right? The reason why I started with email marketing was that I didn't know anyone on WhatsApp. This whole thing that's when you tell someone about WhatsApp working, they started it that they don't know anyone on WhatsApp that their contact is low. All these things to me, they are just excuses because when I started on this partner, I didn't know anyone on WhatsApp. So the whole WhatsApp, the whole like organic traffic, WhatsApp marketing, the whole stuff didn't make sense to me. Yeah, I've been doing WhatsApp marketing before then, but what I was doing on WhatsApp marketing was just teaching how to doing mini importation and I'll charge 2.5 for it, right? So I didn't buy the whole idea of now using the same WhatsApp to sell a cost of 40K, 30K. To me, it was looking almost impossible. And I didn't have contact for it because then WhatsApp banned my account that was used for the mini importation. So it's more of like I was starting afresh from the beginning. So I had to go into email marketing. And remember, I told you that email marketing, for it to succeed there, you need some special skills and you also need patience in email marketing. Now, email marketing won't just come and make you sales immediately you start it, right? So when I started email marketing, I set up my Facebook, I set up everything was perfect. Then I started running ads. I was getting leads to my email list. I wasn't get response. So I was getting leads, was sending mails. But once I found out, people were, I was actually getting good open rate, but no one was buying from me. I was frustrated, to be honest. The same way you feel as an affiliate that if you're not making sales, you'll be frustrated, right? I was actually very, very frustrated at that point. Now, looking at it, what should I do to like better the whole stuff? I did it because I joined this partner last year, July. So I did email marketing from July to September, October. The beginning of October, as the whole stuff wasn't working, I spent almost 100K on ads and nothing was just working. So I kind of was frustrated and I left the whole stuff alone. Now, in that October, I got an idea to start using WhatsApp again. Now, but since I don't have contact, I was wondering how is this thing going to be possible? Then that same last year, sometime last year, I learned how to do graphics and animation with phone, this phone graphics and animation, just for small ones too, Pixel Lab and all that. So I know how to do it. I learned it for someone. So I had to create a WhatsApp group. Now the idea was I advertised that I created a flyer and I advertised it on Facebook. People to join my WhatsApp group. I'll teach them animation and phone graphics for free and all that. So as people joined, the reason why I did that was to start growing my contact list, right? That was the reason why I did that. So people joined. As people joined, on the first day of the class, I will teach them. It's usually a 2 days class. On the first day of the class, before the class commences, I will teach them online business, like possible online businesses they can start and all that. So after that, I will now continue with the class. But before I do that, as they're joining my group, I will start using a free gift as a lead magnet to attract them to my DM, to my WhatsApp DM. So they will get to save my contacts. I will use that to build my contact list. So for each group that I have, maybe for 250, 256 members in a group, maybe like 120 of them will come to my DM, save my contact. So I was actually happy doing that. So I found out that something, okay, as I was doing that, before the animation class, I will explain all about business, online business, and show them some proof of other affiliates and all that. Now, those guys, after everything, they will not be interested in affiliate marketing because I was sensitive to IG then. They will not be interested, and I will start getting to put them through. So I did that for like 4 to 5 groups. And then I found out this stuff was getting people that are interested. And I was like, wow. So there's a whole possibility like this on WhatsApp. And I'm someone that once I find something that works, I don't stop. I just go all in. So immediately I found that this WhatsApp actually works. And through this way, I can actually build my audience on WhatsApp. I don't have to go back to email marketing that is not actually working for me. And now, the reason why email marketing wasn't working for me was that it's not because email marketing doesn't work. It's because I wasn't using the right approach. I wasn't building relationship with my audience. You know, all these things are relationship. That is just it. If I say, come and pay me 10K now, I will teach you how to make 100K in a day, or let me say 100K in 2 hours. A lot of people will pay. That's because they see me get that result and they feel like, okay, Caleb can actually deliver on this thing that he promised. Now, that is the same thing that happens on emails. Before your list to buy from you, they want to trust what you're selling. Ask questions, be on your list for some time. And how do they even trust what you're saying? You must have built relationship with them. So you can actually sell to someone when you have not built relationship with the person. That's why most people will have money to buy, especially digital products. If you're selling a physical product, most Nigerians will buy from you at first sight. At least they are seeing what they're buying. But since it's digital products, a lot of people have encountered scams online. So even if they have the money, they want to be very sure that this is actually worth their money. And that is just what I was experiencing then. I wasn't trying to build relationship with this. I was just trying to sell, sell, sell. My whole email series then was just buy, 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 buy. And no one was even responding to me. So then when I was in on WhatsApp, those guys, I was getting some of them to save my contacts. And as they were saving my contact, I was like, okay, this thing is working. I can remember my first sale with WhatsApp there was a lady. She has heard of Expatrian on the memory from on the memory. And then when she met me, I explained everything to her. So she bought the product, and the day she bought the product, I was very happy. I was very happy because I've actually found something that works. I know when you find a system that works, the excitement is not because you've actually made money. The excitement is that you can actually replicate this thing over and over and over again and make more money. And that was my excitement. Since this thing works, I can actually amplify it, which means I can get more people interested and actually sell to more people. And what I just did was, as I found that WhatsApp was working, I doubled down on it. I kept on bringing more leads, bringing more leads, bringing more leads. Then started running more ads. Now this brings me to the role of WhatsApp marketing. Right? WhatsApp deals with KLT factor. You must have had it a lot. This no like and all that. No, WhatsApp is a messaging app. If you have my contacts on WhatsApp now, and I'm trying to sell you a car, and you and the same you are on my email list. Let's say you don't know that I'm the person on WhatsApp. You don't know it's a different person that you're on the email list. You're my WhatsApp, and I'm trying to sell you a car. And you're my email list. I'm trying to sell you a car. You don't know I'm the same person that is trying to sell you on WhatsApp and email list. You are likely to buy from me on WhatsApp. Why? Because at least you get my contacts. If you even video call me, voice call me, send me voice note and all that. But with email marketing, you really can't do that. And that is just it. WhatsApp brings that connection between you and your audience very close. Your prospects can message you in the middle of the night, they can send you message, send you voice notes, they see your status every day, they see your status upload, they see all this and all that. And that's the reason why WhatsApp actually works a lot because of that KLT factor. Now, WhatsApp has its own disadvantage, right? The disadvantage of WhatsApp is that WhatsApp can get overwhelming. When you have lots of audience, it can get overwhelming. Like right now, I have 50K contact list, and it's actually overwhelming because sometimes messages here and there, I will even be tired of replying messages. That is the place that WhatsApp has its own disadvantage. Now, with WhatsApp, you may not really be able to scale up. Let's say you're doing 500K per month and you want to scale up to 10 million per month, you won't be able to do that on WhatsApp. Reason is that number one, it will like be overwhelming. Outside being overwhelming, you can't handle the audience, and your WhatsApp will actually hang because there's amount of contact list you have. Your WhatsApp will start hanging, like seriously hang. Like right now, my WhatsApp actually has sometimes when I post to hang like 10, 20 minutes. Actually got a new phone, but it's still hanging. Imagine when you keep that growing your audience like 30K contact list, 25K contact list, you won't even be able to post anything on your status again. And that's the disadvantage of WhatsApp. WhatsApp wasn't meant to carry that large audience. So when you start getting that large audience, you start lagging. And that is just so WhatsApp is more of like better for you to start up as an internet marketer. But trust me, WhatsApp is going to make you a whole lot of money, like a whole lot of money. And it doesn't require special skill on WhatsApp. You don't need to know how to do copywriting or be a web designer or like simple stuff. Get traffic to your WhatsApp and you start converting. So I'm just going to like talk more on the conversion process of WhatsApp, right? Now the first step is conversion, traffic and conversion. You first have to bring traffic to your WhatsApp, right? Now, bringing traffic to your WhatsApp, there are so many ways to bring traffic to your WhatsApp. There's something a lot of people ignore. Selling is a game of numbers. People don't take numbers serious in selling, and it's very, very bad. People don't take audience serious. See, if you want to sell something and make millions, you have to take audience very, very serious. Okay, now let's say I have like personally, let's say I'm selling to 500 views. I'm just assuming, and another person is selling to 50 views. Let's say 1% of the 1%, right? Like we both had 1% conversion. 1%, okay, let's say 10%. Sorry, 10% of 500 is 50, right? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, 10% of 500 is 50, right? If I'm correct. And the 10% of 50 is 5. Okay, imagine if the person that has 50 audience, the person has made 5 sales. I mean, that I have 500 views, I made 50 sales. Let's say we are both selling the product that pays 10K commission per sale. That means the other person made 50K because of 5 sales. And me, I made 500K because of 50 sales. Do you see the difference now? So there's no how you can actually exceed the audience you have. So let's say someone that is selling to 100 views on WhatsApp now, you can't come and start complaining to me that you're not making sales. You will make sales, but you won't expect your sales to match someone that has 1,000 views. It's not possible. For out of that 100 views on WhatsApp, you can't even expect to be making like 200K per week, 300K. Is practically impossible. If you see 100K per week, in fact, just thank God because your audience base is very, very small. Like your audience base is very, very small. That's why you hear a lot of people, okay, when someone said, I made 1 million in 24 hours, I sent mails and I made 1 million, I made 10 million. Look at it very well. The person actually has lots of people on his list that made him to say maybe he must have sent that yes like 30K subscribers, and then maybe say like 1,000 people, or okay, let's say 100 people bought a product of 10K, and in 24 hours he made 1 million naira. That's because he has the audience. Not to come someone that has 1,000 email subscribers and the person sends that same offer. There's no how 100 people from 1,000 people is going to buy it because it's practically impossible. In sales, you can't even get up to 10% conversion when you send out an offer. It's practically impossible. Conversions ranges from 2% to 3%. Personally, for me, I've checked my list. I haven't even gotten up to 3%. My percentage is always 2%, 1.2%. That is just because out of every audience you get, there are people that are not interested. There are people, let's say you bring 1,000 people to your WhatsApp now. Out of that 1,000 people, like like in fact, like 400 of them will not even view your status at all. So that means you are left with 600. After that 600, like 200 of them again are not even interested in what you are sending you. 200 are not interested. You don't have 400 money. After those 400, like maybe another 200 again don't even have money at all. In fact, they don't have hope of even saving up. So what you're left with is 200 people to sell to. And those 200 people, if they start converting, they will not convert immediately. It will really take them time to convert. They won't convert today because everybody doesn't have money at the same time. So that's why, let's say you have now have that 200 audience and you're selling to them, you'll be experiencing sales, but those sales will be coming once in a while. Maybe you get one sale today, next 3 days, you now get another sale. Next 5 days, you get another sale. That's because those 200 audience that are interested are few already, there are few audience. And since they are like the quantity of audience is low already, all of them can't be ready at the same time because they don't have money at the same time. So they will not be coming once in a while, once in a while. Okay, now imagine you double that audience of those interested by two. You now have 500, 400 audience interested. That means previously, if you were getting one sale, if you are getting sale once in 3 days, okay, let's say once in 4 days, when you had 200 people interested, you are getting a sale once in 4 days. When you doubled the audience to 400, those interested, the days you be getting the sales will now reduce. You will now start getting sale once in 2 days or every day sale sef. That is because you actually doubled your audience. And if you increase the audience more, you will start seeing that you will start making sales every day. It's not get to a point that you will start making like 2 sales every day, 3 sales every day, 5 sales, 4 sales, 6 sales. That is because when you see someone posting sales of 5 sales every day, 4 sales every day, the person actually has audience. You can't come and say, why am I not doing this thing? You don't have the audience the person has. You haven't done what the person does. Look, anyone you see that's making mad money on WhatsApp, check it very well. They all have audience, like they all have crazy audience. Kenny makes lots of money on WhatsApp, he has crazy audience. Lots of people that I know that makes crazy money on WhatsApp, they all actually have audience. Now, how do you build this audience? There are so many ways to actually build your audience. Like there are so many ways. I'm a fan of paid ads. I love running ads a lot because if you're a marketer and you don't want to run ads or you don't love ads, well, I don't know what to call you. Someone said we should call them marketing intern. Well, marketing intern actually suits them because you can't be an internet marketer and you don't want to run ads. Your money is in the hands of strangers. Strangers are your customers. And how do you get strangers? You get them through ads, right? So you actually have to be ready to spend to make money. Now money that they use find money at me. So you actually have to bring out money to run money. Now for me now, I usually spend maybe say like in a week. In a week, I usually spend like 20K to run ads. Okay, when I spend that 20K to run ads, in that same week, it will convert. I just make like 300K, 400K. So looking at it, it's a very good ROI. You spend 20K to run ads, and you're making 300K, 400K, 500K in a week. You can't compare it now, like you are the person gaining more, and that is just it. That is just it. So if you have money, you run ads. There are so many places to run ads. There is Facebook, there is Twitter, there is Instagram, there is YouTube, like so many places to get traffic. So as enough the traffic shouldn't be a problem at all, unless you haven't learned. And Jenny is even has this OCC course that actually helps you get organic traffic. So imagine, okay, imagine when you now combine paid ads and organic traffic, the result is going to be crazy, like massive crazy. Now there's something I did last week. I combined organic traffic with paid ads, and I got about 1,500 leads. in 1 week. I even had to stop the whole ad because the whole stuff was kind of becoming overwhelming. When you use autoresponder on WhatsApp, autoresponder replies by code, something like done, saved, the autoresponder will reply. But there's some people that will come to your WhatsApp. You know how Nigerians are. If there's someone to reply with done, the person no go reply you with done. The person will reply with another thing. And that's where you start having problems with the autoresponder and the person. So that's the reason why I actually stopped running the ad because the whole stuff was becoming overwhelming. The reason why I'm saying this is that imagine if you run such ad and you're getting what you 500 leads in 1 week and you do it for like 1 month, that means you've gotten 6K leads, 6K quality leads, right? When you start getting sales from those leads, it will not look as if you did ritual or you did something special. No, that person did not do something special. The person is simply converting the audience the person already has. Okay, imagine when you do that kind of ad and you have that contact list, and someone that just ran an ad and got 100 contact, the person now become like comparing himself to the sales you're getting. It's not possible. You both are not going to get the same sales, and that is just it. So as not good, you must always know how to drive quality traffic. Now, driving traffic is just the thing. Drive quality traffic because you don't want to come and start spending your energy on people that don't have money. They will stress your life. Like, don't drive quality traffic. If you are running Facebook ad, target people very well because you don't want people that will come to your team and start making for the 2K to eat, 1K to eat. You'll be frustrated. As you're running ad, always get quality leads, people that have money to buy what you're saying, right? And that is just it. Now, as you getting those traffic to your WhatsApp, the next step is conversion. The next step is converting them. Now, there are so many ways to actually convert like your traffic. Like there are so many processes to these things. A lot of people, when I see what they're doing on WhatsApp, I'm like, oh, this person will do it. Like, how do you even post a link to the plot you're sending? I will see someone post buying some strategy. By this next thing, they will link on the WhatsApp status. What message are you trying to pass to your audience? The message you're trying to pass to them is that, hey, see, I'm making money from you buying this course. And people don't like to be sold to. Forget it, nobody wants to be sold to. People like their money. And when you're giving that impression that you are selling to people, they won't respond to you. Nobody go even look your face. Now, how do you sell on WhatsApp? You sell without selling. There's this thing we call sell without selling. You are selling right, but you don't want your audience to know that you're actually selling from them. Now, personally for me, I've had to asking like, is this your sales automated? This and that. I've not seen you post a link on your status before. I've not seen you do this. How do you do this? They don't even know that I actually make my money from that same WhatsApp. They view my status update, right? They don't know that that is actually how I make my money. And that is just this sell without selling. Now, I sell strategy myself. And most people that I sell, like 95% of my students, they don't even know that I earn a commission until they buy that course and now start going through that. I know, okay, there's a commission on this course. They don't practically know that I earn a commission. And that should be your objective. When you do it this way, people will buy what you're selling and they will feel like you're actually helping them. So, how do you do this? You have to come from the angle of you are their savior. Yeah, the savior, you want to help them make money, you want to help them better their life, want to help them like develop personally, come as a savior. Now, Nigerians like repeat, in fact, human beings naturally are selfish. We like to take from people, like we just like to take without giving back. And now, when you come as that person that wants to give them, if I let them just come and take from you, take your knowledge, take your wisdom, help them make money, they know that okay, they are coming to actually take from you, they are not giving you anything back. That way, you are going to attract a whole lot of people. Now, let me go deep into this, right? Now, when you get this to your WhatsApp, there are lots of things you should do that is very, very important. Like, very, very important. First of all, starts from this thing they call impression at first sight. The impression that people have when they see you immediately is very, 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 very important. Don't give the wrong impression. Like, don't give out the wrong impression to people. The reason why I say don't give out the wrong impression is that when someone comes to your WhatsApp, it starts from your profile picture. What are they even seeing? Like, who do they think you are? Now, there are lots of you here that when you go to your WhatsApp, they use one kind picture, use one kind selfie, or I'm not saying selfies are bad, but as a business person, there's this thing that Tony Motor that says, if you want to do business, then behave like someone that wants to do business. You should, if you want to do business, there are some things you want to do them, but you can't do them because you're a businessman. You have to discipline yourself. Now, with your business, then you have to look as professional as you can. Let's say you're selling a product of money making. Nigerians, we like seeing before believing. If you're selling a product on money making, people can't just you can't just be teaching. I can't be teaching you how to make money now. And I myself, I'm not looking like someone that is making money. Okay, this profile picture that is here, it was what I was using before, but I had to change it to the one on my WhatsApp now. With the one on my WhatsApp now, when you come here, the profile picture is me in an office reading Akiala big book, How to Sell to Nigerians. Now, when you come to that my WhatsApp and you see me in an office setting reading that book, what comes to your mind? The first thing, if you're a prospect, the first thing that will come to your mind is like, okay, this guy is actually has an office and he's reading this book, which means he knows a lot about making money online. That is the first impression. Now, before I start loading with content, but imagine if you came and you saw me with one kind of picture like that, and I'm not saying I'm not coming to tell you that you can actually make 1 million naira a month online. You won't believe me because you feel like if you're making this money, why are you like this? Why are you not looking like someone that is making money? And naturally with women, with girls, like it's natural. If you are selling a money making product, you have to look like that thing you are selling. You can't be showing me how to make money and you say you are looking like someone that needs 2K to even eat. Like like it doesn't make sense, right? So the first step is adjusting your WhatsApp profile picture. Now, going to a studio to take profile picture won't cost too much. It won't cost too much. Like 5K will keep you good and quality pictures, right? Depending on your location and all that. Now, at the point you have taken your WhatsApp profile picture, the first step you have started giving them good impression. Now, the next thing is the content you put out. Personally, for me, when people come to my WhatsApp and they come, whether I want to send them the video of sensitive IG or whatever, I want to teach the WhatsApp class, first I will introduce myself. My name is Caleb. I do this. I help people set up online business and earn them 6 to 7 figures per month. This. Now, if you're whether you're sending the video directly or you're adding them to WhatsApp class, you don't have to go and do that immediately. First, get them to save your contact because you are trying to build your list. Those people are not going to buy from you immediately. Personally, for me, when I get leads, I give them like 1 month plus gap before I even start expecting conversion from them. The reason is that people doubt a lot. So I'm like, give them that 1 month gap I'm giving them. So I use that 1 month to clear their doubts and get them very, very interested because most of them actually have that money, but they want to see if this is actually worth their money. Now, after you've gotten them to save your contact, you will now proceed to add them to a WhatsApp group if you are using a WhatsApp class, or you want to send them a video, you now add them to the video. Don't make the mistake of trying to sell immediately people are coming to your WhatsApp DM, you are sending them the video. First, try to get them to save your contact. So that's where you are picking on this because immediately you send them the video, if it's a video they will have to watch, most of them won't even watch that video. Like they won't watch it. People are naturally lazy, they won't watch the video. But since they've saved your contact and you've sent theirs, they will not be seeing your status update. As they're not seeing you talking about business, posting your earnings, posting that of others, testimonials, their mind to start coming back. This person actually sent me a video I should watch before, and I haven't watched that video. They will now go back to watch it. They will now be hearing messages like they will now come back and say, okay, I've watched this video. What's this? What's this? What's this? Now, where the main conversion actually happens is now on your WhatsApp status. Like that's where the magic happens. There's no other place that the magic happens aside your WhatsApp status, right? You have to use your WhatsApp status very, very well as an affiliate. Post good engaging content. Now, personally for me, my content revolves around about making money online, affiliate marketing, personal development, testimonials. Now, I use testimonials a lot because we all like to see before we give. People want to see stuff working. So, in fact, testimonials takes like 40% of my content. Yes, I post testimonials a lot. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a newbie and you don't have testimonials of your students, it doesn't matter. You can use borrowed authority. Now, what's borrowed authority? Let's say now a fellow affiliate posted his payment. You don't have to screenshot and remove the person's name. If the person posted on his status, you can screenshot and repost. Now target that okay. You as opposed to you now go alongside with this message that your friend, your fellow affiliate friend makes so amount in 1 week, or your mentor makes so amount in 1 week. Now let's say Kenny made 1 million naira in 1 week, and you posted Kenny's earnings. Now you're not saying it's your earnings, right? You can say your mentor Kenny made this amount in 1 week. That way you are giving both of you and Kenny credibility, or let me say authority. Now you are giving yourself authority in the sense that you're actually learning from Kenny. Now you can continue with my mentor made this amount and he's teaching us all these strategies that he used to make this amount, and I actually teach my students strategies that help them make this amount. That's when now, well, if I'm a prospect and I'm viewing the status, I will know that you are actually learning from someone that knows this game very well. And since you are learning from a person, me, I would like to learn from you. Or since your prospect doesn't have access to gaming directly, they have no choice than to now learn from you. And that is just it. So even if you don't have testimonials, use other people's testimonials. Use it a lot. When I started as an affiliate, before I got my own testimonials, what I do is I use people's testimonials. When they post payments, I screenshot repost. When they post sales, I repost. Me, I don't get payment, I don't get alerts, yes. But I go repost other people's own, right? That's it. I will repost other people's own. You can only get proof of your own when you actually start with other people's own. That's the only way you can answer with other people's own. And people now start buying from you. As they're not buying from you, you now start getting your own proof. But if you don't actually start, there's no how you will get your own proof, right? If you don't start, no one will buy from you. And if no one buys from you, there's no proof for you. So the easiest way to start as a newbie is to start with other people's testimonials. That is just it. Now, as a newbie, it's not always advisable to post all these big alerts. Let's say Kenny made 100 naira 1 week. Kenny can come out and say because he has built that authority for himself and people believe him, yes. Now let's say you that started off with that. You just don't be posting those small big alerts. It actually scares people. It not look too good to be true. So you can be missing up if you post a big alert of your this mentor, you can miss up with small alerts. Let people see that okay, this 1 million naira is not every day you get it. They are also small. That way it makes the whole testimony look more authentic. But when you're someone when you're someone that's posting big testimonials every time, people will get to a point, people will actually start doubting the whole stuff. Like, is this the whole real? Is it every day people are making 1 million naira? So always try to like combine your testimonials and small testimonials. Now, the next part of it is content you post out. You are selling a business product. I don't know if everyone here is selling a business product, but I'm just giving an example because that's what I said. Now, when you're selling a business product, you have to keep people's mind in line with what you are doing. Always talk about making money, making personal development and all that. Now, there's this thing churches do when they're trying to raise up donation. This is how churches do it. The pastor will first start by telling you testimonials of people this is has worked for. As the pastor is telling testimonials, the pastor will now come and start using this missing out. You are going to miss out on this miracle if you don't take action. As they are doing this, they will not put scarcity. Most churches will even go to the center and tell that okay, this donation is only for like 10 people. Once you get 10 people and all that. Now, if you're in that church and you're still doing that donation, so far you have the money, they've told you testimonials. Now they've put that fear of missing out into you, and they've made the whole stuff scarce. If you're there and you have money, you will likely give. And that is just a very good marketing strategy. So that is actually what I use when I post testimonials. Now I use my normal content to show people that if you're not doing online business in this era, in fact you are wasting your life, you're not doing anything with your life. In fact, the trend is leaving you behind. As I'm doing that, I'm not like, okay, this like create that scarcity in their mindset and like create that urgency like in fact I have to do this thing. If I don't do this thing, I'm wasting my life. That way, if you have a person that doesn't actually have the money, the person is likely to go borrow the money or get from everywhere or maybe from friends, parents, or even actually save up. Now, I've had people that actually saved up for the strategy course, like they saved up for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Why did they save up? Why were they not eating the money as they were saving up? That's because they be viewing my status constantly. I'm more of like my status has been motivating them. So your status actually has to be something that is motivating people to actually take this action. Now, directly, you're not telling them to take action to buy the strategy course or whatever course they're selling. You're not directly telling them to buy it, but indirectly you are telling them to buy it. Now, in selling, it has to be the decision of the buyer, right? You don't have to force anyone to sell. That's why you shouldn't post a link on your status, your affiliate link. Because if you're posting your affiliate link on your status, what are you trying to do? You're trying to force them to actually buy that product. You're trying to tell them, see, hey, this is the product I'm selling, buy it from me. And so far, once you pass that message, no one is going to respond to you. They'll be like, okay, this one is after my 40K, 50K. If I buy this product, that is just he will shop his money and go. No, don't give them that impression. Give them the impression that I'm helping you, but this decision is totally up to you. It's totally up to you. So if you do it right, if you don't do it good, but this is me trying to help you. That's the impression you should always give your audience. Now that's why I say that 95% of my students They don't even know that I earn from them by this extra course. They usually think, okay, I'm doing them a favor, I'm doing this and that, this and that. Yes, that way they'll easily come and buy and do whatever thing I say they should do. And always try to be authentic in whatever thing you post. Always try to like build audience love, build love with your audience. Now every time you mustn't be posting about affiliate marketing, business. Sometimes you can miss your content to something like your personal life, this and that. Now, why are you missing your content to your personal life? The reason is that you want to actually show those people that you are okay, a normal human being too, that you have day-to-day activities. But remember, don't deviate from the main goal. Personal activities like should be like just take 5 to 10%. The other percentage should be concentrated on testimonials, business, how to make money online. Because once you start posting your personal life so much, you start defeating their attention. So you just have to like post it once in a while to actually show them, okay, I actually have a life outside posting here on WhatsApp. I do this stuff, I do this stuff, maybe I'm a student, I do this. That's actually what you should show your audience. That way they will feel more connected. They will relate to it better that okay, this is actually a normal person. This is a student in 300 level or 400 level that is actually making this figure. So is this person that do it? I too can actually do it. That way you feel more connected to them. But if you are just all about testimonials, business, this, then they feel like you're a superwoman. You have advantage that they don't have. Probably like if I just know a whole lot more than them. But when you come to the level of a prospect, like you feel that I'm actually you're the same thing with every other person. Any person can do this thing that I'm doing. That way they feel more connected to me. And that is just it. I'm always glad to put audience love on WhatsApp. Always try to put audience love on WhatsApp. Now, personally for me, what I do is that when someone sends me a message, I try my best to reply. Even if there are lots of messages, I try my best to reply my post first message. Because if someone sends you a message now, I did not reply, and that person maybe something happened, they congratulated you, I did not reply, and then they posted that they sent message, not reply. To them, the message I trying to pass across is that hey, I'm too busy to reply you. Now, if they want to do business, they will not come and meet you again because then this guy is too busy to reply me. So if I start this business, that he will not still reply me because he always also have my time. So always try to have time with your audience. Now, if you're someone that is starting out and you don't have too much audience, you can sometimes scroll through their WhatsApp status, view their status, comment on what they post, probably their picture on this or that. Now it makes them happy actually because they feel like, oh, this guy actually view my status. It's not a view your status every time. Sometimes try to return that people. View their own. Now I'm saying this when you have small audience. When you start having like thousands of contacts, you may not really be able to do this. But now that you're starting, you can actually do it. It works. And also follow up is another important stuff that you need to follow up. Personally, for me now, I don't do follow up again because, like I said, I have too much audience who are even want follow up. So I just stay and people come and message me they want to pay, and I give them link to pay. But if you are starting out, do follow up. If you go to follow up, you're going to lose a whole lot of money. There's a whole lot of money in follow up. Me, I lose a whole lot of sales. Why? Because I don't follow up. As if these guys they don't know that I'm getting a commission. They think it's all the same. They now meet an affiliate and buy from the person, and to them it's all the same link, it's just the same as partner, right? But when you're doing follow up, that way you are always at the back of like on the mind of your prospects. Whenever they want to buy, they will always come back to you. Like whenever they want to start something, they will come back to you like, be like, okay, David has been following me up. We've been talking, we've established a relationship. That way, it will be on their mind. But that is when you have small audience. When you have big, like large audience, you don't have to do this stuff, right? Now, the next stuff you have to consider is psychology of persuasion. I've talked about this already. Try to set people without actually trying to sell. So the whole stuff, basically the whole stuff you need to get is traffic is very, very important. Always make it important. Now, after traffic, the next stuff is the message you send across to your audience. Always send a strong message. Now, lots of my students have told me this. They say that if you're like if you my status alone makes them want to buy the strategy course again from me. Why? That's because I've created this kind of urgency in their mind that in fact I need to do this stuff. Like my status is now kind of the content I post there. Should I say intimidating or not? I don't want to use that word, but it's something that actually attracts people to. When you're my timeline, see the whole testimonials, the whole content, the whole push and all that. You'll be tempted to do this business. Be like, in fact, I'm missing out. This might seem like a big break, like a big opportunity to actually become rich. And once your audience have that kind of mindset, trust me, yeah, you're a millionaire because That way, you keep on sending to them, keep on sending to them. And if you are sending to them and you are receiving your phone, your sales will stop because the more people are buying, the more you are running out to replace those that are buying, and the more sales you are trying to make. There's this mistake a lot of people make that someone will run ads like run ads for 1 month now, and the person no longer run ad again till the next 3 to 4 months. It's not right. If you run ad and you're making sales, it's always wise to reinvest in that business. Put more money to get more leads because if you run ads now, let's like me now, if I stop running ads, I will still be making sales. I will still be making sales. But let's say in the next 3 months, my sales will start reducing because my audience will now start getting saturated. Like my sales will start reducing. So the only way to avoid this is that as you're running ad and you're making sales, keep on running ad, keep on getting traffic, both from organic, from paid, keep on getting traffic to actually fill up those funnel, those gap of people that are actually buying. Because once someone buys now, they won't buy again because it's a one-time stuff they're purchasing. So you actually have to get new people to fill it up, right? So basically for me now, if I'm to start again from scratch, what I would advise myself, or if I'm to start again from scratch, the only thing I will do is to take number one thing serious, building audience. Building this, I emphasize on it a lot because if you don't have audience, but you have good like conversion skills, you know how to convert very well, but you don't have audience, you are still not going to make any money. But if you have like lots of audience, I don't even know how to convert very well. Because you have lots of audience that are interested, you still get this small sales, right? There's this student of mine in January, she has not made like just literally not made anything. Everyone that should be calling me and be like, what will she do? What will she do? What I should tell her is that give your start running ads. And she was taking that advice. She was running ads, keep on beating her audience. Right now, she's almost at 4 million naira on the Spakia, right? Why did she get here? It's because she was beating her audience, kept on posting it. And it's as simple as that. Like the whole of WhatsApp marketing is as simple as that. Get traffic to your WhatsApp tier, get them to save your contact, save yours, and then you feed them with your WhatsApp status. As you're feeding them, you will not be getting reactions like, what is this business all about? How do I start? You now start replying your prospects and all that. And there's this thing finally, don't push anyone to buy. When someone tell me that they don't have money to buy a strategy, simple, I'll tell them, okay, no problem. Let me know whenever you're ready to start. And that is just it. I won't come and force anyone. I won't tell you can borrow. I won't tell you collect for your friends. I'll just tell you, in fact, the highest advice I'll give to them is save up, can actually save up for it. That is the advice. If you want to take my advice, good. If you want to take my advice, that is your own. Because Nigerians actually like it when you sell with confidence. In fact, we all like it when someone sells with confidence. When you are trying to beg someone to buy from you, they are not going to buy. But when you sell with this confidence, like in fact, carry your money and go, I don't even need this. In the actual sense, you need the money, right? But you are passing the message that you don't need this money from them. Sell with that confidence. That way, a lot of people are going to pay very, very attention to you. Like, don't beg any prospect. See, don't beg anybody. If this person, Mr. A no buy, Mr. B no buy from you, Mr. B no buy, Mr. C no buy, your only work is to be getting those leads, those traffic. So far you're getting them. If this one no buy, forget them. Another person will buy for you. Don't beg anyone. Don't disturb anyone. If you want to do follow up, don't just do follow up. Like, okay, someone said they will do yesterday, and today you follow them up. They did not respond to you. Tomorrow you came and followed up again. Next tomorrow you came to follow up. Don't do that. Like, you're practically disturbing them. Strategically follow people up. If I want to follow someone up, if I send you a message the first time, I read that you don't respond, that is the end of it for me. I move on to the next. To me, you are not serious. There's no that we're actually trying to like disturb you and how far it's not ever by. No, I consider other people because if this one not buy, this one could buy, this one not buy, this one could buy. There are lots of prospects, lots of leads. Your own work is just to make sure you are bringing them. If you are bringing them, you just see constant, and that is just about WhatsApp marketing. There's not too much work there. There's not too much technique. Like I said, you don't need copyright. Okay, now let me talk about this last stuff. How do I get my content? Now, aside me formulating my content from my head, like I said, my content always revolve around about making money online, personal development. Aside that, I also get content from other people. I'm a Twitter person, so most time on Twitter, I see the likes of Tony the Motor Show, Ronald, and all that post good content about making money online, starting a business. What I'll do, this is a content that like I will start, okay, this content will go well with my audience. Like this is something that actually revolves around about what I'm doing. I'll just screenshot that content, repost on my WhatsApp status, and it's still content. Content mustn't have to be yours alone. Mustn't have to be yours alone, right? And another thing you can do is that you can like network with fellow affiliates, get their numbers, stay on their WhatsApp, view their content. If someone posts about making 4 ways they can make money online, you can see that post. You must not copy what the person wrote. You must have just okay, this person topic today is always make money online. You can come and structure your own okay, 4 different ways to start an online business, or 4 different ways to like just borrow an idea, create your own content on that topic, because the truth is that there is no content that is new. All of us borrow a copy content from another place. There's nothing new again. It's just the same thing we are all doing, just that we now restructure the whole content, come up in our own angle with our own English and all that. But looking at it, it's still the same content we are dishing out every day, right? You don't have to start inventing new things every day. It's just the same content. Bring the content, change English, change wordings, dish out to people, and your sales happen, right? And since you are using testimonials a lot, sometimes testimonial can even fill the place of content for you. You don't have to create too much content, and testimonials fill the place, and you still make it. And that is just as easy as that. You don't need anything like any promotion or copywriting, and that is justice, right? So that is it for like I don't know if someone actually understood anything from this class, right? So Kenny, I think I'm done.
Wow. 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 That was an amazing, amazing session. Thank you so much, Caleb. I believe everybody can see me. If you can
Yeah,
see me,
yeah.
just raise your hand. If you can see me, raise your hand. Raise it up and then you put it down. If you can see me, raise your hand. Okay. Awesome. Success can see me. Who else? You can see me, raise your hand. Awesome. Awesome. All right. All right. Beautiful. So just raise your hand and put it down. All right. Because another set of people are going to raise their hands now. So thank you so much, Caleb. That was incredible. I actually want to add a little bit on top of that before we take a few questions and we are done with tonight's session. That was a very powerful, powerful session. And when you talked about content, there was something I really said I was going to talk about in that regard. When it comes to WhatsApp marketing, it all boils down to three things. When it comes to WhatsApp marketing, your ability to grow authority, establish credibility, and not just that, also establish trust. It all comes down to three things. Number one is results. Actually, it is a three-part formula, all right? And if you do a deep dive study of every influencer online, they are doing the same thing because success leaves clues. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, only model what works. The ROVL formula is the simplest way to establish authority, credibility, and trust in the mind of people within a short time. An arrow in the ROVL formula stands for results. R stands for results, V stands for value, and the L stands for lifestyle. As I've mentioned these three things now, you can already begin to imagine every influencer you know and the kind of content that they post. You see them post stuff like, my student just made 300,000. Even if you don't have students, you have people in a community as you. And people in the community are making sales. You share that. That is a form of results. It's called OPM, other people's money. You share that. That is a form of results, right? And then, of course, you have the value. Value is how you grow authority online. Value is how you grow authority online. Any kind of content that makes somebody feel like, wow, I just learned something. That in itself is value. There's transformational value, there's informational value, right? So there's different kinds of value that you can actually share. And of course, there are levels to value. When it comes to transformational value is value that is focused on impact. All right, I'm trying to be as fast as possible because of time. So transformational value is value that is focused on impact. How can I impact people with the content that I'm putting online? Most of my trainings are 100% impact focused. You come to my class, it's like a crusade ground because the kind of words that I'm pushing out to you is scattering tables, is hitting things deep down inside of you. That's transformational value. And of course, informational value is the kind of value that makes you feel like, wow, I just learned something new. That is informational value. You want to do a blend of both transformational and informational. But note that transformational value is the most powerful form of value. If you can give more of transformational value, you're going to grow authority at the speed of light, and you will be attracting kings to your world. You'll be attracting kings to your WhatsApp. You'll be attracting kings to your social media. These people are going to message you because they would have heard from you, from someone, and they just want to connect with you. You're going to be you're getting people sending you messages, strangers sending you messages telling you how, wow, they've heard from you, they've heard about you from somebody, and they just want to connect with you. They want to be on your, your WhatsApp list. All right. So understand this formula and implement it. If you can understand it and implement it, I tell you, your authority will go through the roof in a very, very fast pace. All right. So the third is lifestyle. All right. The third is lifestyle. You want to show people the effect that your results is having on you and other people. That's lifestyle. Lifestyle in the formula makes people want to be like you. All right. The results makes people want to do what you are doing. The value builds credibility, authority, and trust. And the lifestyle factor is what makes people want to be like you. And it is such a powerful thing when you make people feel like, wow, they want to be like you. For example, something as little as, you go, let's say, for example, you go shopping and you buy a shoe that's, let's say, like 40,000, or a designer shoe, right? Something as little as just holding up your phone. I love these new shoes, something like that, new designer shoes, that kind of thing. You post, that's lifestyle content, right? That's lifestyle content. You see somebody who travels, and then in the process of networking with people, they are meeting people, they are capturing those moments, and they are sharing those content. That is lifestyle content, right? So there's so many different examples of this. You can always go online and find out more about it, but just make sure that whatever you're doing, if you want to grow authority quick online, then you need to be following the RVL formula. If you think I'm not telling you the truth, then go online, do your research, find out from other influencers what the other influencers are doing. I tell you, they are using the RVL formula. Trisha Bates is using the RVL formula. She travels a lot. Every time she travels, she's doing Instagram reels all over the world. Who else again? Niger Branchik. She does RVL all day, every day. She's posting screenshots of her students who are doing well and all of that. RVL is a simple formula that you can use to hack and get people loving you and sharing your content, and not just that, getting them to buy from you like clockwork. Let me tell you one thing that result actually does. When you share results, immediately people see that stuff. They send you messages. They send you messages like, Homo, please, how does this thing work? How does this thing work? Guys, put down your hands first. Put down your hand first. Elvis, Ayomide, and Naomi, put down your hand first. I want you to raise your hand if you have ever shared some kind of result, maybe on your WhatsApp status, and then somebody sends you a message and says, please, I want to know more about this stuff. Have you ever experienced that before? Let me see a raise of hands. You've ever experienced that before? Somebody sent you a message because of something you posted, and it says, I want to know more about this stuff. Let me see your hands up. Oh, wow, awesome. A lot of people. Amazing. So you already know the power of results, right? You already know about the power of results. And that is actually the effect that sharing results has on people. It shows that there is proof something is working. Everybody wants something to work for them. So when they see that it's working for other people, it triggers what they call the bandwagon effect. I don't want to be left out. Everybody is cashing out. Let me come and still cash out too, right? So results are very powerful. And of course, you add the value, then you add the lifestyle, and you're going to see crazy things. If you implement this properly, you're going to see crazy things. And of course, anybody here who is on Zero to Hero knows that I have developed things around the RVL formula that helps you to maximize the use of RVL, and of course, implement it in such a way that it drives you massive organic traffic. The amount of traffic I get in a week, sir, there are people who pay for ads that dream that they can get such traffic. I was in a Zoom session earlier today, and we're doing like a role play session, right? And in the role play session, I was selling organic traffic commando in a role play session. So I was actually using real products to sell. Rather, I was selling OTC. So I told this guy about OTC and how in the first week I ran a campaign for OTC, I got over 5,000 messages to my DM in 1 week from complete strangers without spending a dime on adverts. In fact, I'm even going to start a campaign tomorrow, a brand new campaign. And my hope is, my plan rather, is to reach out to 1 million Nigerians in 4 months. And the first half of the campaign will be run organically. But it's somebody will say, how possible is it? How is it possible for you to drive such crazy traffic? How is it possible for you to drive such viral traffic without running ads? I tell you, it all comes down to one thing: leverage. I would have loved to share more on that in this session, but if you will stay on this channel and keep joining all our live streams, definitely in the next live session, I'm going to be sharing more on that. So just stay tuned, all right? So we're going to be taking some questions at this point. All right, so we're going to be taking like 3 or 4 questions and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. So you have questions, just raise your hand. We'll give you the mic. You can speak for a few seconds and then we'll take those questions and we're done for tonight. I hope you've gotten value tonight. So if you have questions, you can raise your hand. You can raise your hand now if you have questions so we can give you an opportunity to speak. Oh, awesome. We have a lot of questions. Okay. So we'll take it from the top and see how many people we can take in the time that we have. All right, so Udwak, you can go ahead quickly. Is Udwak there? Okay, looks like Udwak is not ready. Let's see. Victor James, go ahead. Victor James, you can unmute your mic and speak. Okay, let's try someone else. Esther Wagbada. Sorry if I muttered your name. You can go ahead. We can hear you. So once you hear your name, you just unmute your mic and go ahead. So you just unmute your mic and go ahead and ask your question. All right. Okay, let's try Orena Favor. Okay, Esther is live now. All right, awesome. So go ahead, Esther. Good evening.
Good evening, sirs. Yeah,
You're
sorry,
welcome.
I have been away for quite some time. I went to a place where the network has been too bad, though I've been trying to follow up with the challenge with the little network I have, but it's been very, very challenging. So I just came back and I was trying to go through the Instagram chat. I was in the group to see where I have lost for 2 weeks, and right now I'm 2 weeks and
It seems like your question is not related to this particular session. Is it related to the 1 million challenge? If it is, then you should ask the question on the 1 million challenge group. I hope you can hear me though. Okay. All right. Looks like she's gone offline. Okay. Orena Favor, you can unmute your mic if you're ready. Let's just take 3 questions and we're done. Orena Favor, are you ready?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Favor.
Good evening. I didn't actually know
You're
my
welcome.
hand was raised up. Anyway, first of all, thank you, Mr. Caleb, for the wonderful session today. It was nice hearing from you. Been hearing about you, Sha. Um, I wanted to know, please, can we have your contact too, so we could also learn from you? That'll be appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. I will
Okay.
definitely
No
share.
problem.
I will
Kenny
share
can send
WhatsApp.
my contacts to you. This is a channel.
Yeah, I'll share Caleb's contact so we can
Yeah,
all
this is a
connect in
channel,
this
so
one.
he will share.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Do we have other questions? 2 more and we are done. Peace Utunu is raising her hand. Peace, you can go ahead and speak. You're free to speak now. Can Peace hear what I'm saying? Once you see that you have the permission to speak, you can just turn on your mic, say hi, and then go straight to the point. Okay. Okay, it looks like most of them are not able to unmute their mic from what I can see.
Okay, good
So we'll
evening.
probably just gather those. Okay, David Jackson is online. So let's go, David.
Okay, so my question is, relating to what's it called, like organic traffic. Yeah. Do you recommend that I actually run ads before running organic traffic, or I start with organic traffic?
That depends on what you're trying to do, really. If you have the budget for ads, then you can start with ads and then scale organically at the same time. It just speeds up your results,
Okay.
really. That's all. That's all it does. You're leveraging money to drive
All right,
traffic,
right. Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So it depends
Okay.
on you, really.
Okay, okay, okay. Thanks.
All right. So Chooks, you have a question.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good
Good evening,
evening.
Coach Kenny. Good evening, Caleb. I really learned a lot this evening. Okay, actually, my hope is beginning to come back alive because I've had expert near for a while, but I've not really made any sales, and I was beginning to get.
Oh, it looks like Chooks is having network issues. Chooks, can you unmute yourself? Looks like you
Yeah,
have network
can you hear
issues.
me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
I
you.
believe I'm back online. Okay, yes. Now, my question is, I actually don't have cash right now to run ads. Okay, so I might want to start with organic ads, but my question is, how do I gather contacts on WhatsApp? Because the only people I have are just people on my phone contacts. How do I build my WhatsApp list to up to 1,000, up to 10,000 as the case may be?
I like that question. That's a
I hope
very
my
quality question. I would allow Caleb to take this one. Caleb, go ahead.
All right, all right. I've already talked about this. There are so many ways to hit your audience now. There are so many ways. Personally, for me, I use two places. I do Facebook ads. I do it influencer marketing, and then influencer marketing advertise, and then I do organic traffic also, which is the leverage, right? Using WhatsApp to leverage on audience. So, personally, I usually do Twitter. If I'm not doing Twitter, I'm doing Facebook. If I'm not doing Facebook, I'm doing organic. So anyone you want to, so since you have money to run ads, you can actually start from Facebook. As you're getting those ads from Facebook, you now combine it with leveraging, which is the one Ken is teaching you guys. When you combine the two, the result will actually be massive. Like you get massive results. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you have audience or not. You can actually start this stuff with a new sim, zero audience, zero views, and in no time you are hitting 1,000 views of quality audience.
Love that. I love the fact that you mentioned with
Okay,
a new scheme.
okay, okay. I think I get the point now. But you said something about running ads. But my question is, I don't have money for ads at the moment. I just want to do organic ads.
We have money to
Oh,
add. Like I said, John will teach you guys how to do the organic traffic, right? We can still start from that way and do the organic way first. I believe he teaches you guys, he has the course OTC, right? So I believe he teaches you guys. You can start from that way and still up your game from there.
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Thank you
So
very
Chooks,
much.
Chooks, in that regard, are you a member of Zero to Hero affiliates?
Yes, but just to
Yeah.
WhatsApp. I actually like to get all your social media handles. I want to follow you bumper to bumper from everywhere.
Okay. So
But for now,
mine
I'm
is
just on
Kenny
your WhatsApp.
Wokoye.
Yes.
Mine is Kenny
Yeah.
Wokoye across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse. I'm only active on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, and WhatsApp for now.
Okay.
So I'm Kenny
Okay.
Wokoye across the social media platforms. And
Yeah,
Caleb,
so
Caleb, you can drop yours for us so we can
for
follow
me,
you
for
too.
me, it's just to one calculate everywhere, but I'm mostly active on Twitter. I'm a Twitter person, so I'm mostly active on Twitter.
Awesome. Awesome. So you guys should rush over to Twitter right now and go and click, follow Caleb bumper to bumper. All right. So on the subject of driving organic traffic, Chuk, since you said you're a Zero to Hero member, right?
Yes, but just on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. If you are just on WhatsApp, then you're not on the main community. What I would advise
Mm,
is you can send me a message. Since you're on WhatsApp, you can send me a message and I'll tell you how you can get connected to the main community where you can learn how to
okay,
drive organic traffic without
okay,
contacts, even if you don't have contacts. Me, I had 70 contacts when I started. Currently, I am over
okay,
3,000 plus views on WhatsApp currently. So,
okay.
so you learn how to drive such traffic. All right. You can send me a message about
Uh,
that. I think we're done for tonight.
okay.
Would have loved to take more questions, but we don't have time. For the sake of time, we can't take any more questions. Thank you so much, everyone who joined this session. All right, this channel is going to be hosting some crazy live master classes between now and the next 3 months. So make sure you don't miss any of those live master classes. Very soon, we're going to be hosting Sam Harvard on this channel. Very soon, we're going to be hosting JFX, the owner of JFX Enterprise. We're going to be hosting some huge online entrepreneurs, people who have done 9 figures online, not even 7, big names in the industry. So we're going to be having these people coming on this channel to share their story with us and give us some crazy premium value. And of course, we're going to be having live master classes just like this one. I'm sure you got value from this class. So we're going to be having other master classes like this, absolutely free of charge. We're not going to be charging anybody any money for it. It's absolutely free. So you can share the link for this channel, share the link all over your social media, let them come and join this channel so you can be getting premium value like this. I'm sure you got so much value from this. We're going to be collaborating with other influencers as well. We'll get them onto this channel so that they can come and share their stories, share their journey, share some premium value with us as well. So make sure you share the channel, share the link. I'll get the link and I'll post on the channel. Make sure you share it tonight. All right, and then we'll see if we can get something like a small flyer design. We'll just get small design done, and then we'll post that on the channel. You guys can use it to spread the word as well. All right. So of course, definitely when it's time for the next live masterclass, I'll definitely share the info on that. And before we leave, I should probably talk a little bit about the Zero to Hero affiliate community, which is the parent community that gave birth to this platform. All right, Zero to Hero, like I already said at the beginning of this session, is a community for raising top performers in the affiliate business space. Currently, we have over 3,000 members in our free membership, and of course, we have close to 1,500 members in our paid membership. We have members from over 6 countries with members from 5 different affiliate programs. So we're raising top performers in the affiliate business space. Regardless of your affiliate program, you just come on board and we teach you how to drive crazy sales, how to make crazy commissions, whether you want to pay for ads or not. Currently we're working on some partnerships with some big influencers that we're going to be bringing to Zero to Hero exclusively to Zero to Hero, so you can be able to drive both paid traffic, massive paid traffic, and massive organic traffic. Currently, we have a framework that has made over 35 million in sales in the last 6 months. It's called the Pass Framework, exclusively hosted on the Zero to Hero platform. Very soon, we're going to have a framework that is exclusive to ads. We're going to be learning how to drive paid traffic through LinkedIn ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, WhatsApp. Oh, no, not WhatsApp ads, TikTok ads, and so on and so forth. Every single platform will be covered inside that particular course. I will not tell you the name now, but just make sure you subscribe to Zero to Hero as soon as possible and get plugged into this amazing movement. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. For those of us who don't have my WhatsApp contact, my number is 0816, if you're writing down, 0816 863 6618. All right, 0816 863 6618. So you can connect with me on WhatsApp. I would also be glad to share contacts with Caleb's contact. I'll share with you. All right, so we can collaborate more and learn more from each other. All right, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight at this juncture. I'm signing off and good night.